I invite you to just gently sort of rock and sway, orient yourself in your room, start to bring your awareness to your breath and to your body. And in this moment, I'm speaking and I'm looking at you and I'm facing the east. But if you're able to do that with your setup, I invite you to orient yourself to the west, which is directly behind me. So I'm going to use the back of my body to connect with and orient toward the west. So I'm aware of the direction of the west. And now I'm aware of my breath. And I invite you just for a moment to place your hands on your lower belly, on your lower dantian, to bring your mind, to bring your breath and your attention into your center. And let's have a few soft, slow, deep breaths here. As you breathe in, your belly expands. And as you breathe out, your belly goes back for the spine. Breathing, anchoring your breath into your center. And as you anchor your breath into your center, you start to come into vertical alignment. So imagine there is a line. These are not meridian lines, these are alignment lines. Imagine there's a line running through the top of your head down to your perineum, down your central channel, feeling yourself align with that. And then imagine there's a line running across your chest, through your shoulders, and then down your arms. You can take your arms off your lower dantian now. Your fingers are pointed toward the earth. And as you breathe, there's a line across your hip and then running down through your legs, down into the earth. You're aligning. Each one of us is coming into alignment with truth, with your soul star, with your highest good, with your highest wisdom. We say all the time we're coming into alignment. What are you aligning with? And so, my love, imagining now you are standing on a mountaintop in autumn, facing the west at sunset. And in front of you is a beautiful golden gate. And I am your gate guardian at this gate. And your gate question is, what needs to be released shed, let go of, in order for you to begin this journey with a beginner's mind, empty. And when you're ready, I invite you to bring your feet closer together, and in your own time and in your own way, give a humble bow to the gate. And whatever it is, set it down. Empty your cup. Set down your thinking mind so you can enter this journey fresh and new. Once you feel like it has been set down, you can feel your feet on the earth and start to inhale, taking as many breaths as you need to. Just slowly fill up your vessel with fresh, new life, breath, being inspired, filled with spirit. And as you emerge into this present moment, sensing that there is a threshold to the left side of your body, and when you're ready, step across the threshold into our sanctuary. Welcome. Bringing your hands in front of your lower dantian as if you're holding a chi ball. Sense and feel the energy in the palms of your hands. And we'll begin with showering chi. So as you inhale, you're going to learn the structure first. As you inhale, your hands rise and your body sinks. Your hands float up to the horizon. Your lung meridian runs through your thumb. Let your thumb lead. As you exhale, roll your thumbs back. Your hands float down as your body rises. Inhale, your hands float up and gather this sky, the sunset. And now, as you exhale, your hands float down and the beams of light from the sunset are streaming through your body as your hands float all the way down, washing, showering your body with sunlight, with the sunset at Golden Gate on a mountaintop in autumn. Inhale, connecting to the earth energy, the yin. Exhale, leading from your thumbs. Turn your palms over, hands sink, body rises. Inhale, collect this yang energy, the light, the sky, the heaven. And exhale, shower the interior of your being as you harmonize yin and yang within you. One more time in silence. Beautiful. Let's knock on the door of life. We are creating this alchemical container, our container in which we're going to travel through this season and through the rest of our year. And so you see how your hands are spiraling out. This is the circumference of your sphere, your energetic container. Your feet are rooted in the earth, and as you're pressing off the ground, this energy's rising up, this earth energy's rising up through your body, up through your spine, and then it's radiating out through your arms. And you're knocking on your body. We're alchemists. Alchemists, metal element, they follow recipes and principles and tools. One of the first tools, one of the first principles of Qigong is that we need to cleanse and clear, and we need to activate energy. So that's what we're doing right here. We're cleansing and clearing and activating energy. Now we can bring our hands, one up to your lungs and the other up to your, staying on your kidneys. You're connecting your lungs with your kidneys, and you're opening up your body. And if you want to make any sounds to release and let go, you can, just like we're warming up. We're clearing space. You can bring your hands back down. And you can start to slowly stop knocking on your body and start to just let your hands flow in front of you and beside you as if your hands are flowing through water. Let's let this water nourish our roots. Let's let this water clear away. Let this water support our release and our letting go. Just really enjoying this clearing and this release, and just start to let it slow down. Just gradually letting it slow down as you're aware that you are connecting with this field of energy, this river, this current of energy that's flowing through the universe, unfolding. And you're in the current. You're part of the current. You're part of the unfolding. You're part of Tao. Just letting this slow down, slowing down. And so you're moving towards stillness. And then when you find stillness, just breathe, integrate. See how your body's not moving yet. So much is moving within you already. Now, let's do one more cleansing, clearing practice. This is called clearing. So it's very simple. When you raise your hands up, you inhale. And then when you exhale, you're just dropping your hands, right? But we're inhaling and we're just dropping our hands as we turn to the side. And so let's connect with that metal element. And we're clearing, we're cutting away, we're clearing space. things that are in front of you and behind you. Some of that stuff on your path that you're about to navigate, this is clear. Let's bushwhack that path a little bit. Couple steps in front of you. And there might be some old stuff behind you on that path. You just go ahead and clear that. You can make sound. I like to make a sound. And we're clearing all this stuff you don't need. See, we're creating a container that is big enough, stable enough, solid enough for all of you. Everything you're going to bring, it has room for that. All your feelings, all your emotions, everything you're going to bring. But it has no room for what is unnecessary. So whatever is unnecessary and somehow it crossed that threshold, just clear it here. Clearing to the left and to the right of you. I really want this practice for you to have a sense of this holographic in front and behind, above and below, right and left, all around you, a sphere that you are connecting with this space, which is your space. And you're cleansing and clearing, you're tending to right now, like you're dusting it off, sweeping it out. Yeah, you're preparing your vehicle for a journey, and so you're going in there and just like that, clearing it out so we can take this trip. All right, just a few more times. And start to slow it down. Start to slow it down. Start to slow it down. Until you find yourself again back in your center, back in alignment, back to your breath, integrating. Let's tap. We're going to do the whole system. I'm not teaching you the details, but we're going to do this whole pathway. Okay? So starting on your lungs, chest up and down. And we can use the lung sound here. It sounds like zzz. If you were to see it written, it would be 3 Z's. Let's go to one side. If you want to stick with the sound, you can. Down the inside of one arm and up the outside. We'll do that 3 times. Down and up. Over to the other side. Down the inside to the thumb, up the outside to the shoulder. If you're going to linger anywhere, linger on your joints, right around your joint, top of your shoulder. Back to your chest. I am strong. My body is strong. Every cell in my body is working perfectly. Sense and feel your chest and your lung meridians activated. Let's do our entire body, all our channels. We're going to knock all our channels. Starting at the top of your head, right at your forehead. You can do your fingertips or your knuckles. Go from your forehead to your occiput 3 times. Now we can't really reach down, or we would, but there's a bunch of channels that go down. So we just come here. Down your kidneys, down to your sacrum and your glutes. Do that a few times. Really just linger for a couple minutes on your kidneys or moments on your kidneys and your sacrum and your hips and glutes. And now you can start to open hand down the backs of your legs, down the backs and sides of your legs. And then you'll come up the inside of your legs to your abdomen and wrap around back to your kidneys. And let's do that 3 times. And then we can pause, feel the vessels in your legs. Just being aware with your loving attention and your loving presence. Now we're going to knock right on your belly button, right on your navel. Above, like near your solar plexus. It's often really tense here. Below your navel. And up and down one side. From your ribs to your hips. And the other side from your ribs to your hips. Knowing that you are activating all of your internal organs. Back to your navel. And then pause. Sense and feel how your internal organs have been activated. Your channels have been activated. And so now this energy is moving around in us. When energy is moving around, it's tingly. You can feel it moving around up and down meridian lines and stuff like that. That's yang energy. Really beautiful. Let's go ahead and start shaking. Shake your hands, your elbows, your shoulders, your hips and legs. And let's shake with the lung sound to just kind of shake loose anything that needs to be. I almost see this like a screen, my husband's archaeologist and they shake the dirt through screens to like look for the artifacts. It's kind of like that, or gold miners through gold. So we're just going to kind of shake all this stuff. And we'll do the lung sound. One more. And start to just give attention anywhere that your body needs it. And nice. And gradually start to slow down. Sense and feel what's happening in your body. Mm. And let's come to one hand on our abdomen, one hand on our chest. And let's come back to our breath here. And we're going to have that nice, deep abdominal breath. When we breathe in, our belly's going to expand. And when we breathe out, it draws back to the spine. And as we're breathing here, we're connecting with the wave breath. And this wave breath becomes a foundational breath for our practice. It gets worked in, incorporated in many of our movements and stretches. So as you bring your awareness and attention to your breath, notice this time as you breathe in that the air, the breath moves like a wave up through your belly, your ribs and chest. And like a wave, it'll naturally fall down from your chest to your ribs to your belly. Breathing in and out, exhaling. As we move through the journey, you'll learn a few variations to add on to this. But for now, let's get our foundation. Let's do this one more time. Inhale and exhale. And as you're exhaling, letting your hands come down, we're going to do a stretch. And a stretch is going to open up the lines of tension. So what you're going to do, imagine like you're getting out of the swimming pool or something, and you're pushing off the surface so you can get yourself out of the water, right? And so this is not a super soft like a flow. It's actually like has some structure to it, the stretch. And just because it feeds really nice into the next movement, make all your fingers touch. And so you're pressed off the pool, you're standing up tall, you're making your fingers touch, and now turn your fingers up toward the ceiling and now point those fingers toward you. Top of your head is lifted. And you know that gorgeous double chin you don't want people to see? Actually, kind of create that double chin so the crown of your head is lifted. And you can see how you're opening up these, activating these lines of tension. So we're going to come back to that wave breath. When you're ready to naturally inhale. And then when you're ready to exhale, just lower your ear toward one shoulder. And staying on that side, roll your ear across the shoulder, down as you're exhaling, chin to chest. Stay on that side, inhale. Roll your ear across the shoulder all the way back. And then exhale, staying on that side, clearing the lines of tension. Really opening up the back, the middle and front of your neck. With this next one, you're going to exhale all the way and then inhale up the other side. This is a beautiful stretch that opens up your mind, connects you through your voice into your heart and your hands. So you become a unified field as you speak truth and move truth and touch and feel and move through the world, bringing value and beauty to everything you touch and say. Last one, exhaling down. And then when you're ready to inhale, soften your arms, raise your head, sense and feel how your arms might feel open and spacious. Coming back to those points with your fingers, take those fingers and put them on your lung points, just below your collarbone. And you don't have to press hard, but you're focusing. What you're doing is you're focusing all your fingers, your attention and focus onto these lung points. These are your number one immune system points. So when you come back to your breath, when you're ready, you're going to inhale and you're going to roll your shoulders, open your chest. And as you exhale, it's like you spine wave. You tuck your chin, your shoulders, hips in. And as you inhale, you open your whole body. You close your front, opening the back, opening the front, closing the back. That deep wave breath. This is called rooster. Spreads his wings. We're going to meet a lot of birds. Let's go the other direction. Opening your back, closing your front. Opening your front, closing your back. Opening your spine, calming your nervous system, breathing deep, creating space in your body. Last one. And when you're ready, let your hands float down. Okay, so the principles of Qigong: activate, clear, open. We did that. We activated, we cleared, and we opened. Now we're going to do this is for really starting to create our energetic field. This is called Black Eagle spreads her wings. So you're going to cross your hands. You're going to learn a lot about crossing your hands like this. This activates acupressure points, energy point. Now, let's get the structure. It's super simple, but let's get the structure. Now, as you inhale, you're not actually going to take your shirt off, but it's as if you were taking your shirt off. You're going to inhale. And then when you make it to the top, your fingers get a little bit, not sharp, but they're pointy. And you're like opening up a veil. And you can see you're looking up to the veil. And then when your hands make it to the horizon line, they turn toward me. And there's this like little pause. Your thumbs are tucked in. It's connected to your lung meridian. And then they drop all the way down. So you're going to cross, peel away this layer, this false shield, this filter of an old belief, of a old thought pattern that doesn't serve you, and open to something that does. Find your own rate and rhythm and see how you're scooping down toward the earth, your spine waving, and you're peeling away a layer, and then you're parting a veil. And you're moving softly, and then you turn your hands and then float down. If you want, you can cross your hands differently, like one hand in front, the other hand. That's fine. Peel away. Black eagle spreads her wings. I think I want to say peace eagle spreads her wings. Whatever eagle you want to call it. Because this is a peeling away of the layers, the distortions, the film, the residue. So you can part the veil, so you can create this energy container, these healthy boundaries in alignment with what you truly know as wisdom, not these false, old, outdated beliefs. This, take your time and part the, feel yourself as if you're like removing a film. And it's like you're also coming to the edge of this place. And then this next time, when you cross your hands, gently turn to one side, spine wave up. And so now you're opening to the front and behind you. And then at the next time, you're going to cross your hands, turn to the other side as you spine wave up. And you spread your wings and open, parting the veil, removing the layers of old film and false beliefs and old shields. And then back to the center. And let your hands float down, holding a chi ball. Okay, really connecting with earth energy below you, heaven energy above you, infinite energy in front and behind you, to the right and left of you. We're going to do another form called the golden phoenix spreads her wings. Now, this is all about healthy boundaries. So here we go. We're going to inhale, just like we started our session. When we inhale, hands rise, body sink. And I want you to feel like you're pulling the earth energy up. And we're going to be a golden phoenix, so we're going to practice flying. So your hands are going to float down, your body's going to rise. Hands float up, body sinks. Hands float down, body rises. Now, this time when our hands float up, they stay up. Have your exhale here. Now inhale and draw the energy in. And now turn your palms, your fingers pointing up, your palms pointing out. And as you exhale, you press out. And this is your sphere. This is your boundary here. Your palms are up. You feel the engagement in your hand. Feel that energy. This is where you are. This is your limit. So inhale, draw your resources into you, and exhale, create your boundary, your center, your sphere. One more time. Inhale, as you draw your resources in, you sink down. And as you exhale, you stand in this. And so we're going to have healthy boundaries that are not barriers, they're points of connection. So we don't have to hold it so rigid like an out of balance metal element, even though we are a golden phoenix. So just go ahead and soften and point your fingers. Like set some of that down. You've developed this space. You don't have to like constantly push things away. So soften. Now you're ready. Now that you've softened, now you're ready to scoop down. Like imagine you're scooping down energy from the earth. You're scooping it down and you're crossing your arms. And then as you inhale, now you're standing up and you're collecting that earth energy. And now pour that energy into your lungs and place your fingers right on those lung points. And go ahead and massage those lung points. Just for a moment. Taking a nice deep breath, place the center of the palm of your hand on the lung point, because now you're connecting your heart to the lung point. And so you have this, and so now you're going to become this humble warrior. So you're going to tuck your head, bow your head. And now you're breathing loving energy from your heart mixed with the earth and pouring that into your lungs. So you have healthy shields. And have a breath here. One more inhale. And now as you exhale, exhale and open your hands. Let your hands float out. See this right here? It's classic protection. So as we're continuing this movement, when we do it as a flow, this will still be your exhale. So bring your hands all the way up. And now your palm over palm is over the top of your head, back way. So you're in alignment and you have this fortress around you. And so you're going to turn your palm over and now exhale, letting your hands float all the way down to the earth. Let's do that whole form one more time. So we're going to start again. When you're ready, when you inhale, learn to fly 3 times. Now, spread your wings. Rest here. Exhale. Now inhale. Draw in and sink. And exhale and push out. Rise. This is, you're confident in this. You're solid in this. Inhale. Draw into yourself. You're not collapsing. You're coming inward. You still have structure. And it helps you rise even more stable. You're just drawing resources into yourself. It's okay. You know how to make yourself different sizes without collapsing. Last one, pushing out and hold it like you mean it. And now soften. And notice when you soften, actually your barrier just got a little bigger. Inhale, scoop, connect with the earth, be nourished by the earth, the stable, the abundance, the resources, and draw it in. Pour it in to your lung points. This time you don't need a massage because you already did. So just place the palms, center of your palms here. Tuck your head. Breathe. As a humble warrior, golden phoenix, you have been through so much. You are rising. You are golden. And yet you're humble, reverent. One more inhale. As you exhale, your hands float out. Let this exhale continue all the way up, covering your crown. Now turn your hands as you inhale. Now exhale down. As your hands float down, first finger, thumb touch, low standing tree, circles of white pearly lights all around your body and that field you just created, white and gold. Circles between your fingers and thumbs, circle in front of your body, spheres of light. Just stand in this radiant, white, pearly light of healthy, aligned metal element within your lungs and your healthy boundaries, this external part of you where you end and the rest of the world begin. Just standing, breathing. What are you aware of? Beautiful. We're starting to do our final movements for our creating this container. This is called pulling down the heavens to the sixth direction. And it's pretty similar to what we've been doing, but it's a little bit different. So here we go. You're going to inhale from the earth. Your hands are going to rise, palms toward the earth. This time, as you exhale, you're going to turn to one side and you're going to turn your palms over, leading from your thumb, like this. Now you have your hands in front of you and behind you. Inhale, gather the sky, the heaven, return to center. And exhale, let this pour through your body. That's the structure. But I actually really want this time as you're standing before you start your next one, feel yourself on that mountaintop and look in front of you, the vastness of the journey that lies ahead, and sense and feel behind you the vastness of how far you've been, how far you've come. Sense and feel to the left of the path of what's on the left hand, and then look to your right, and the vastness to the right of you as you're on this mountaintop. And coming into your center and into alignment, you're creating these final touches for your vehicle. So, with that vision in mind, let's do it again. Inhale. Feel yourself drawing earth energy up to create your vehicle. Exhale, turning, collecting energy from behind you and from in front of you, gathering it, collecting energy from the sky, from the stars, from the sun, from the full moon, and floating it down through this center channel, all the way through from your crown, through your perineum, down into the earth. You're creating a tube torus, connecting with energy to the right and left, collecting energy front and back, and harmonizing what is without with what is within. Feeling yourself in a field of luminous light as you are creating your vehicle, your magic bubble, no trouble, for you to move through the world. Let's do this in silence one more time on each side so the form can teach you. Now we'll come to normal, pulling down the heavens, one breath, one inhale up, one exhale down, starting to integrate and complete this practice, knowing you are surrounded by a field of energy, harmonized with the metal element, creating your container, integrating, completing this journey, knowing that this energy is yours, and this practice is yours to come to again and again. This few times now, really feel this energy completing. You want to have this luminous energy around your body, and yet if there's any energy lingering in your mind or in your heart, mentally coax it down to your lower dantian, into this battery. You're learning to cultivate and store energy here. And anything that's not needed, it goes all the way down to the earth. And on this last one, as your hands float up, of course, at the highest part, that's when you bring your feet together. And then as your hands float down, take your time. Don't worry about your breath so much. Just really take your time as you are a skillful energy practitioner and you're learning to feel what it feels like to be in your energy. It feels really good to be in your energy. And then just sense and feel where energy might need to be directed down to your abdomen. And once you can feel it come down to your abdomen, just place one palm over the other palm. And so you can feel it in. And go ahead and make a little circle. This circle coalesces and condenses and coaxes this energy into your lower dantian. This type of energy, this coaxing, coalescing sphere of energy, that's yin energy. And we're collecting this yin energy into our lower dantian. And now coming back to your deep abdominal breathing. This is called bamboo in the wind. Now you're standing in your center, aligned, and in front of you, behind you, above you, below you, right and left, within and without. You are creating this field of energy, this field of protective Wei Qi, guardian Qi, this point of spiritual choice for you to connect with all things and not lose yourself in the process. As you stand in this position, you might notice yourself kind of rocking and swaying. All this energy is just spiraling toward your center. Now we're going to bow out of our first session here, activation ceremony. So we're going to bow out. We're going to raise our fist, our yang hand, right? That sunlight, that gorgeous sunlight, that sky energy. And then we're going to cover it with our yin, with the earth, with the water. We're going to bring that part of metal that is malleable to our heart here so we can connect with how yin and yang come together to transform, to create metal as it moves through us and moves through our heart. And when you're ready, we're going to bow. And as we bow forward, placing our hands into the circle, and we're bowing to each other. We're bowing to the practice, to the metal element. We're bowing to all that unfolds. We're bowing to our teacher's teacher, and the teacher within. And when you're ready, take a nice inhale. Draw that humility and that reverence back into your heart. Step back across your threshold. Welcome back into your world. I invite you to journal. You can journal about anything. I invite you to journal about anything that came up in the practice, but journal maybe if you need a prompt about what it means